I'm doing mine on stop motion animation. Like, animation in general has never really interested me, but like stop motion, like really passionate about it lately. So I'm going to talk about my favorite movie, which is Kubo and the Two Strings. It was created by a company, or a production company called Laika, which they've made like some of the more well-known stop motion movies, so like Coraline, Paranorman, Box Trolls, all those ones. And then their latest one is Kubo, and it took about 5 years to create it, so that kind of like puts into perspective how much like work was put into the movie. And so they're all like, all the characters are puppets, so like they start out as like metal like armature, so like this one was Beatles characters right there. And then there's soft foam latex that's put over it for like the costume. And my favorite one was probably Monkey, which is right there, because her whole puppet was like covered in like actual fur that they comb silicone through, and like each piece can be like positioned, so like if it was like blowing in the wind, like they would like animate that, and it was like a lot of details put into it. Same with like Kubo's hair is real human hair, and they like positioned it like it looks so natural and like smooth. That, and then there's the faces. So each time an animator wants to change the expression of the character, they have to switch out the face. So you can kind of see on that GIF, like they take Kubo's face off, and then they can like they take an X-Acto knife and like they can move his eyelids, make his eyes move back and forth. Same with Monkey, like that's like just faces like taken off. So like they 3D print all of the faces, so you can like see them here, and then they like split them into two. So like the eyebrows and then the mouthpiece, and you can kind of see like monkeys on the top there. So lead character like Kubo would have 22,000 faces, and then they're cut in half. So adding like all of the eyebrow pieces and the mouth pieces, that's 48 million different expressions that they can do.
Jesus.
And then, so I'll just talk about some of my favorite parts. The first one is the leaf boat. So like Kubo kind of creates this entire boat out of leaves, and each leaf was individually 3D printed and then hand put onto the set. So like all those tiny leaves. And my favorite part of it is like every time the deck is like disturbed, or like there's like a fight scene that goes on it. So like every time there's like leaves flying up, they like, you can kind of see it. They're like on floral wire, and they'll animate them like flying. So like just like really small details. And then the skeleton, which was the biggest figure ever made for stop motion. They made two of them. One was a 16-foot tall one, and then the smaller version was 3 feet tall. So they used a small one for like close-ups, and then like wide shots they would use the bigger skeleton. They put it on a hydraulic rig, like the smaller one that moved the head, and then the animators would move like the jaw and the hands and stuff. The bigger one took 6 months to build, and it was filmed for over a year, and it only appears in the movie for about 48 seconds-ish, so like all that time for just that. And then last part is the Garden of Eyes. In the movie, he's like surrounded by 6 of them, but they only created one figure and then just shot it from 6 different angles. It's 8 feet tall, and it has like this like dome thing, and there's like metal mesh and like moving lights inside. And it can blink and move around by this bowling ball down there. It like tracks its movement, so it can like move around. So yeah, I just really like the movie because it's like there's so much detail and time put into it, and like just like the animation is so smooth, like you can hardly tell it's stop motion. Yeah.